So much easier on this Super Sport to go on sidewalks. Okay, so here's the Lair, and we're gonna take a look inside. Comics, gaming, clothing, internet. Okay, RPG Rider here on the inside of the Lair. So now I know these guys probably don't specialize in role-playing games, but you're always going to find some interesting tidbits whenever you walk into a gaming type store, right? So a comic store, those types of things. So we've got internet access here for any gamers out there, video gamers. And just taking a stroll around, I did notice a couple of interesting things. So you know I'm a bit of a toy collector too, although no toy reviews yet. But I did notice this. Oh, nifty, hey? So we've got Raphael and Donatello. I thought those were pretty neat. And some Firefly stuff over here as well. So you're always going to find little tidbits and little interesting things wherever you go. Even the fantasy art, right? So it's worth it just to pop into these types of stores, even if it's a comic store, because as a role player you're always going to find something, some little tidbits, whether it be a Game of Thrones shirt or what have you. And just walking in and knowing this isn't a quote role-playing store, I talked to the owner, yes, at the Lair, and we started talking about role-playing games right off the bat. So you played Rolemaster, and I know there's a lot of criticism over the game, calling it Chartmaster, laughingly so. Has that been your experience with Rolemaster?
Yeah, I can definitely see why people would say that. It's like everything you do has a certain chart, and no matter what it is, every type of damage, every type of weapon have their own chart. So there's whole books that are this thick, which is nothing but charts and tables and whatnot, and so a lot of people don't like that, but I loved it. Like, you don't know, a role-playing game, you roll whatever dice it is to hit, your d6s or d20, and you hit, and that's it, the game moves on. Well, in this, it tells you where you hit, how the, what, like, and it'll give you a description. That always added to the element of the game to me, this big descriptive, so at the end of any given fight, you could see the fight as a story. It was evolving, and I was really appreciative. Even though the fights took longer, D&D is very quick, this was more interesting to me, and that's why I always loved it. And I played everything, man, like Vampire the Masquerade, Shadowrun, Rift, GURPS, I should say. You name it, I've played it. And all of them I just didn't really care for, but Rolemaster really hooked me because of that very reason. And Space Master as well. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here. Gamers are gamers. I'll say it again. So thanks very much for letting us come into your store, the viewing audience here. And like I say, it's always worth it to pop in, even if it's a comic store. Role players are everywhere, and you saw it today. Okay, RPG Rider out.